was out there talking a lot of shit as well.
I'm aware I did a post yesterday, and I should probably apologize for absolutely nothing, homie. F this dude. That's how beef works.
And of course, you know, it didn't go his way. He didn't get the win. He didn't get the biggest comeback in combat sports history. It was the biggest letdown.
Following his recent injury, Conor McGregor eventually appeared across digital platforms, with the timing proving particularly noteworthy. McGregor marked his 38th birthday celebration alongside his spouse, Dee Devlin. Despite preceding circumstances, the retired combat athlete demonstrated composure, optimism, and noticeably elevated emotional state. One specific video moment immediately generated substantial MMA community analytical interest.
Surfacing online, and it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Conor, 38 years young. Here he is with his wife Dee, seemingly in good spirits.
8 years of age.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit even.
We'll be back. Come on.
It's okay.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back. Let's go. Let's go. I know.
Despite the video's brief 30-second duration, audiences and medical professionals immediately commenced technical movement analysis. McGregor displayed no visible knee protective equipment, and he demonstrated apparent capacity to flex his injured lower extremity without displaying pronounced distress symptoms. Sports medicine expert Dr. Brian Sutter provided commentary, suggesting that absent protective bracing potentially indicates absence of substantial MCL or LCL structural damage. Nevertheless, Sutter cautioned that brief video footage provides minimal diagnostic information regarding ACL or meniscus structural integrity. Fundamentally, McGregor's apparent comfort level proves encouraging, yet fails to definitively establish minor injury classification.
So there you go. He seems to be in good spirits. He seems to be happy. He says that he is going to be back, which is probably the most, the most important nugget of it all there. He seems to be grounded. Who knows? It's a 30-second video. I saw some people breaking down, whether or not this means it's this kind of injury, that kind of injury, including our pal Dr. Suterer, who said this on Twitter when he saw the video. Lack of brace, assuming he didn't just take it off for the video, means no high-grade collateral ligament injury, MCL/LCL, means nothing about ACL and meniscus. Range of motion being at least 90 degrees of flexion and looking relatively comfortable is good.
The prominent remaining inquiry concerns whether competitive participation will materialistically resume. Based on McGregor's professional team communications, current organizational perspective characterizes this injury as another surmountable obstacle requiring systematic approach. McGregor previously demonstrated successful recovery from serious injury circumstances, with reportedly absent indication that this competition represents his ultimate octagon appearance. Future competitive participation would presumably necessitate surgical intervention, prolonged rehabilitation protocols, and comprehensive training camp reconstruction before safe competition resumption. At 38 years chronologically, physiological recovery presents substantial difficulty. McGregor's recent statements suggest retirement represents currently non-preferred
Really
option.
do believe he's going to fight again, and I believe the mindset around the team right now is, all right, we talked about obstacles, we talked about overcoming obstacles, this is another one, and we're going to try to overcome it. And so I don't think, look, you never know what can happen, but I don't think in his mind that was his last fight.
Joe Rogan articulated the precise competitive moment when he comprehended McGregor's continued participation became physiologically impossible. Initially, Rogan theorized McGregor had experienced simple balance loss. Following 5-year competitive absence, McGregor potentially experienced psychological apprehension, physical discomfort, or compromised striking accuracy. However, when McGregor attempted subsequent striking and his lower extremity suddenly failed functional capacity, Rogan experienced immediate concern escalation. Circumstances clarified conclusively when McGregor grasped his knee joint and collapsed for the second instance.
Max Holloway simultaneously appeared to recognize serious physiological compromise. Despite McGregor's explicit demands for competition continuation, Holloway demonstrated sportsmanship, permitting McGregor vertical positioning, until McGregor's knee again buckled structurally. This specific moment necessitated referee intervention and competition termination.
So the last fight, when did you realize that was over?
With Conor?
Yeah.
When he fell down a second time, I was like, oh, this is not good. The first time I thought he just slipped. It's hard to tell. It's wild. It's in the moment. I thought he slipped. And then when he got up and he threw a kick again, I'm like, oh, I don't like how his leg just gave out. That didn't seem like... I'm still hoping he's just slipping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's just freaking out because he hasn't been in the octagon in 5 years. And then he started moving around and he like grabbed his knee and buckled.
Okay.
And there was some
I didn't
conversation.
notice that.
Yeah, there was some conversation going on between him and Max Holloway. And I was like, you know, Max is saying he can't fight, like something's wrong. And he's saying, fight me. He's like, get up. And so he lets him up, and then his knee buckles, and then the referee stops the fight.
Michael Bisping addressed spectator allegations suggesting McGregor competed with pre-existing injury status, or that circumstances represented orchestrated performance. According to Bisping's analysis, McGregor's atypical competition initiation likely resulted from adrenaline elevation and psychological pressure accompanying 5-year competitive hiatus. McGregor advanced aggressively and executed a dramatic airborne striking technique, apparently attempting to replicate Jorge Masvidal's spectacular flying knee against Ben Askren. However, McGregor miscalculated distance, positioned awkwardly during landing, and his knee structural integrity appeared compromised instantaneously. Bisping characterized this as tactical carelessness rather than competitive manipulation evidence.
We know what happened. McGregor blew his knee out in the first few seconds, made an absolute shit ton, $30 million for almost no work. Didn't really take a punch. Max Holloway got paid for nothing as well. The fight didn't happen, and of course everyone's out there. They've all got opinions. Everyone's calling it a fakes and saying that he was injured beforehand and this and that, and shut the hell up, okay? Anytime Conor McGregor fights, anytime there's a big, huge fight, you get tons of casuals tuning in. They don't know what they're talking about. Conor McGregor often starts his fights with something wild. And when you've been away from the sport for 5 years and you're walking into the octagon at the T-Mobile Arena and they've got the dry ice and the crowd is going crazy for you, yeah, you got a fair bit of adrenaline running through your body and you're asking yourself a lot of questions like, have I still got it? Can I still do this, okay? Am I still the guy? Am I as good as what I used to be? Because you never know. Maybe throughout that training camp, maybe he knew he wasn't as good as what he used to be. And that's why he looked really nervous, because he did look nervous.
Post-competition, McGregor emphatically denied entering with pre-existing injury status. McGregor articulated that he executed striking combinations, performed jumping movements, and planted weight throughout his entire training protocol without experiencing notable complications. He characterized his pre-fight mental state as sharp, composed, confident, and comprehensively prepared. This fundamental contradiction apparently affected McGregor profoundly. McGregor acknowledged occupying an extremely negative psychological space following lost comeback opportunity, representing one of combat sport's most prominent narrative arcs. Conversely, Bisping contextualized McGregor's circumstances, noting his substantial family support system, extensive fan base, and financial resources ensuring lifetime comfort. Disappointment possesses legitimacy, yet his career trajectory and prospective future remain potentially viable.
Around the Cali streets. Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double G.
His career is over. He knows it. All he fucking needs. Why do you do that? They made for a shit main event. He won't be back. Look how mad the crowd, everybody is. Nah, I don't think so.
Conor McGregor was finished by Max Holloway in 1 minute and 9 seconds due to injury. The fight starts. Conor does this running, jumping kick. As he lands, you could see his knee go. But there's no fighting on one leg, especially against a guy like Max Holloway. Just impossible. UFC 329 was more disappointing to me than Tom Aspinall Ciryl Gane.
That shit looked like the biggest setup ever. I think he thought it would be ready by the day.
Yeah.
And it was like almost ready, but not enough to give it 100%. Like,
and so they couldn't call the fight off because $25 million gate. What are you gonna say?
Exactly. You gotta play it off. You gotta play it off.
There was no physical contact made with either one, right? So if you do it and you blow out your knee, that's a no contact.
Yeah. So nobody wins. So in fight contracts, does he still get paid?
Yeah.
Do they
yeah, he weighed in, stepped on the scale.
So even though
he get his show money for sure. It looked like the biggest ripoff in the world because everybody betting on Conor.
Yeah. 1,500 days off, 69 seconds back. So everyone's saying
millions. It's some bullshit. We've been heist. Oh shit, am I lying?
Yeah.
That was the biggest bank robbery I ever seen.
It was sad to see, you know what I mean, but that's the thing with this sport. You've got to stay consistent, you've got to keep fighting, and I think where he hasn't fought in so long, his body couldn't keep up with it, and coming out and throwing a crazy kick like that first thing, his knee just collapsed underneath him, and I feel bad for him, you know what I mean? He's put so much into coming back and getting back in the octagon, and that happens in the first 5 seconds.
We've got on the knee, which can irritate an already injured meniscus or lead to a new injury of the meniscus. Again, though, this position, absolutely, we have to keep an ACL on the differential. I think, though, if we were going to see the ACL, it would have been in this position. We would have seen that knee rotate a little bit more. We would have seen the tibia shift. So I'm going to put ACL number 2 behind the meniscus number 1. Either way, just absolutely, really devastating. I mean, I remember the last McGregor fight, you know, he broke his leg. So to see him come back here, whether he was injured coming into the fight or this was a new injury, you got to wonder if this is going to be the end for him if he can come back from another injury.
God, dude, Max just got an insane payday. The thing that sucks for Max, though, it's like he had it one of the craziest training camps that he's ever had, the most money he's ever going to make, and he still made it. But it's just, you almost feel guilty. It was kind of the same thing with Patty. Patty went out there and at least subbed him, looked fucking sick, but you almost feel guilty because you're not hurt. Your hands don't hurt, your face doesn't hurt, nothing hurts. I bet Max is just like, what the fuck? I would be, if I was in Max's position, I'm sure I'd be so, like, you're grateful, you're blessed, everything's great, but you didn't get to go out there and do what you love to do. You didn't get to go out there and perform. You didn't go out there and show the world how good you are.
Find it, and you just seem to will it, you know? Is it as easy as that, or how, like, I know you just kind of described it, but how did you get that confidence back to walk in there and face a guy like Max Holloway on Saturday?
Man, I don't know. It's above, brother. It's divine. It's not me. It's above. That's how I feel with it. I could question my own self with that also, but I have it. I'm confident, and I'm gonna showcase it. I love this arena. I love fight night, fight week, and God willing, I'm back here next week and the week after. How many weeks is in a year? 54. There you go. You know, I could fight every week if it's a go. You know, before the injury, I had maybe 3 within the year. People don't recall that. And yeah, now there you go. We plan on getting busy here.
Can we get back to that? Or will even the business, will the fight business allow it when you almost get too big to fight that frequently, right? Or can we get back to that level of activity?
I wish for it. I wish for it. So if I'm the man in the arena, right? I'm the one that's making the walk. So if I'm the one who's pushing for it and campaigning for it, I'm sure that is the case. Now I've said my piece with the Ultimate Fighting Championship and their staging of my bouts. And they've said their piece, and you know it's kind of fallen on.
Conor doesn't need to fight. He has everything. I respect the fact that he's coming back to fight so much because it shows that he's a fighter in his heart. You know, me, I got to a certain level and I decided to walk away. You know, Conor, he's back. It shows that he's still that fighter despite having so much success. I'm rooting for him. Proud of Conor. I'm a massive fan. I think I will be for the rest of my life. You know, he has had a lot of struggles, ups and downs, just like I have, but he always gets back on his feet, which is a huge example to so many out there. So,
did we ever think that McGregor was coming back?
He always threatened coming back, didn't he? But I think that there's been so many stop-starts with McGregor that
6 years.
Yeah, no one knows where we're up to. But you know what? I watched a couple of his interviews recently. He seems in a really good place. I know it's only an interview, but he does seem in a good place. When McGregor's on form, he's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. He's beat Max Holloway before. Max Holloway, in my opinion, really, really good fighter. One of the best ever. Didn't look great in his last fight. Did not look great against Charles Oliveira at all. He looked like he kind of like was questioning whether he wanted to be there or not at points. But he was fighting a grappler, so when it's all striking, which it probably will be, sometimes when you're fighting regular, that helps as well. Sometimes it works the other way. It just depends where they're at. But like I say, I heard a couple of McGregor interviews. I was very impressed with what he was talking about and how calm he seemed and how focused he seemed. I know it's just an interview, it doesn't really mean anything, but he's up against an active guy like Max Holloway. But I think the thing is that power doesn't leave. He needs one shot and it can be over. So I'm more favouring towards a McGregor win, to be honest.
I can tell, but how does Holloway win this fight?
Holloway wins by just out-voluming him, being at the right spots at the right time. Very tall, lanky guy, using good footwork, using good timing. His timing is definitely going to be better because he's been fighting way more regular than McGregor. I think that there's definitely a possibility of Max Holloway picking him off and moving, but I would favour